Well, let's start with this report from consulting firm Clean Edge. It says our sustainability ranking dropped to 30th from 19th a year ago. Substantial drop. Why did that happen?
Yeah, it was one of the biggest drops in the country, and they're seeing a couple of factors here. Mainly it's because so many states are moving so rapidly to develop solar and wind technologies, and also because Wisconsin isn't seeing as much venture capital in that space either. One of the things that they noted is just kind of a decline in interest in kind of opening the doors to clean tech companies.
And we saw in your piece, you quoted a renewable energy advocate saying that particular report should be a wake-up call for Wisconsin. What's the case they're making for the state to do more to boost things like solar and wind power?
Well, the case they make is that it's homegrown. It's homegrown, and once you put these installations in, the fuel cost is free. Obviously, they're intermittent, so there's challenges with that. But they're job creators as far as local jobs, and the concern that a lot of folks have raised is how much we rely on kind of energy that's produced outside Wisconsin to power Wisconsin.
Now, that's a 10% mandate. 10% of our energy portfolio in the state is supposed to come from these renewables. How does that 10% stack up to what other states are doing?
Well, that's the thing. There are other states such as Minnesota and Iowa that have moved to a 25% standard and even higher, and California actually just adopted a 50% standard. In part because they're moving more aggressively on greenhouse gases.
Wisconsin Sustainable Business Council put out a report. Where did renewable energy fit into that?
On the energy side, they certainly noted that we've surpassed that 10% goal. But then on the other side, they're saying, we're still a fossil fuel dependent state, 10th most dependent on coal in the nation. So that's a concern that they raised. And
why are we dependent on coal, particularly here in Wisconsin?
Well, it's just that's been our history. That's been kind of our manufacturing heritage to power our economy. And then in the last 10 years or so, we've seen new coal plants built in right near Wausau, and then down at Oak Creek. That's the power plant that We Energy's built and is co-owned by Madison Gas and Electric, as well as WPPI.
Research and development and production of alternative energy sources, and Wisconsin lagging there. I understand that there is a new kind of incubator coming in Milwaukee?
That's right. It's a kind of a partnership between kind of the state's large energy companies, including We Energies and Johnson Controls and Rockwell Automation, as well as the engineering schools at Madison, Milwaukee, MSOE, and others. And it's called the Midwest Energy Research Consortium, which is a multi-state group, but they're launching an incubator and energy for energy that actually could help Wisconsin's rankings in this report. When I talked to the author, he said the fact that we didn't have a clean energy incubator was kind of a strike against us, and so we can mark that off our checklist.